laws as set out on the marshalled list.
My Lords, I rise to speak in support of the amendment number 23 in the name of the Noble Lord, Lord Sicker. I said at second reading that there was a lacuna in this bill in that it didn't deal with finance and money. Finance, of course, is what makes the world go round, and the scope for using money in order to limit freedom of expression and academic freedom is obvious. It hardly needs to be explained. So why would a bill that was addressing academic freedom not deal with this question of money and its potential abuse? And so, quite independently of the Noble Lord, Lord Sicker, in committee I tabled 3 amendments trying to cover such aspects as the use of donations and the use of research grants and a couple of other matters which I thought were worthy of debate. Independently, the Noble Lord, Lord Sicker, published an amendment much along the lines of the one that he has just spoken to. As we proceed to report, I have dropped mine, but the Noble Lord, Lord Sicker, has refined the drafting of his amendment considerably, and it is now a very good amendment, and one that I think does deserve a response. Sadly, in committee, I don't feel that it had quite the response or the engagement from either front bench that this important topic deserves. Now, I said at the outset that there was a lacuna in the bill in relation to finance. That isn't, of course, entirely true, because if it's overseas money, the bill is not silent. And Clause 9, which deals with overseas funding, actually says in subsection 5 that this section relates to many of the things that concerned me in committee, for example 5A by way of endowment, gift or donation, 5B by way of research grant, research contracts in 5C, or pursuant to an educational or commercial partnership in 5D. These are all to be monitored now by the OFS with a view to assessing the extent to which the funding presents a risk to the matters in subsection 2, which are in fact freedom of speech and academic freedom. So the principle, it seems to me, my lords, that money and the influence of money needs to be and can workably be monitored, it seems to me to be established in the bill where it relates to overseas funding. But the lacuna remains in relation to those matters in respect of funding that might arise domestically. I don't think the Noble Lord intends to press his amendment to a vote. It's a matter for him, of course. But I do think the government should be able to say something more than has been said so far, because these are very important issues, and I don't feel that they've been properly addressed. And I, for one, am grateful to the Noble Lord for bringing them back to your Lordship's House for your attention on report.
My Lords, I rise with